welcome to Mock the Week. I'm Dara Breen. Well, the season has finished now, but as a special bonus, because we enjoyed it so much, here are some of the rounds we didn't have time to fit into the original programmes, along with some of our favourite moments and a few outtakes. I hope you enjoyed them.
Let's have our first topic. That is... What the name of is that? Let's spin the wheel again. Oh, is it? Okay. It is, of course, national surveys. Good luck with this one, folks. This next round is our version of Question Time called Ask the Politicians. I'll play the host. Joe, Frankie and John, if you could move up among the audience, please. Ready to ask your questions to the politicians sitting at the front here. If you'd move in. Rory, you're Tony Benn. Hugh, you're a Tory spokesman. And Al, you're the voice of the silent majority. Can we have our first audience question from the swarthy Greek lady on that side there, please? Yes?
Oh, thanks. I was just wondering that as Britain chairs the European presidency, what changes should we be making? And would anyone like some falafel?
Serious suggestion here.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, by the way. I realise I haven't said hello to you today.
No, it's. I thought it was a little bit, you know.
We never
distant.
say hello on this show.
Nice. There is a lack of that, isn't there?
Straight into politics, mate.
Yeah.
Britain needs satire, and I'm here for it.
Go straight into it.
I think people at home realise that we don't all just converge on this point without having bumped into each other sometime during the day on the lead into the recording. It's not like they don't like 5 minutes before the show starts going, and then we all just emerge from all the different points. Assemble!
All have little nicknames like Token Cockney, Whimsy, One-Liners. This time.
God, it is like the Avengers.
You weren't elected, were you, to this position?
I wasn't. I stole it in a bloody coup. And would do it again, my friend. People have disappeared from the show, Miles, and would again, for raising those exact kind of questions.
Well, I'm just saying...
Where's Frankie now? Where's Russell now? Gone.
You will be dragged through the streets, Dara. You will be dragged through the streets like Gaddafi.
They were...
Then they'll be laughing.
Oh, there are 5 regulars on the show. How many regulars now? Just poor weak Hugh. Poor weak Hugh, who I own. Hugh will always give the correct answer when I ask him to, won't you, Hugh? Won't you, Hugh?
Your shoes are almost polished.
Thank you, Hugh. There you go. Hugh knows what's right for him. In other news...
I think you're terrific on the megabus, sir.
There's nothing to know if you're being sarcastic here, Hugh.
And there goes the final regular.
Just me.
I've known Darren quite a number of years now. Whenever I look at his career and compare it to mine, I always just think, I'm the same age as him. Then I look at his balding head and I run my fingers through my luscious hair and I go, let him have his own show. I don't care. I've got my own hair.
Think of that as you're watching it next week from your sofa.
OK. The Duke of Edinburgh, very fond of impressions. That was a dirty old man. Oh, the line-up. Of course, the point of these is to meet foreign dignitaries. That's President someone or somewhere with suspiciously dark hair for a man of his age. Tony Blair, of course, will at this stage urge the Duke of Edinburgh not to insult the many dignitaries or be racist with them. There he goes. He's saying they may be foreign, but that doesn't make them bad or wrong. Who's next? Oh, it's Gerhard Schroeder. Another man with suspiciously dark hair. Of course, he doesn't use hair dye. He's never gone grey, in spite of his age of 107.
Is that your image of Scotland? You know that's 3 English blokes at a wedding? Do you remember years ago when they were making Braveheart, everyone said, oh, it's ridiculous, Mel Gibson playing a Scottish guy. That's not going to be very convincing. And look at him now, an alcoholic racist. the most Scottish thing I've ever seen. I was going through a town called Bathgate at about 11:30 at night, and there was a guy pissing against the front door. He then took out his keys and went inside.
Thank you, Roy, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have another topic. The subject is bird flu. Who wants to come in on that? Ian.
Yeah, we do have a bird flu helpline. We do give us advice on what to do in the unlikely event that we encounter a dead bird. And I thought, well, what are people doing at the moment? Oh, look, there's a dead bird. I must rub it in my face. Hello, bird flu helpline. I think I made a grave error. I was walking down the street and I encountered a dead bird. I rubbed it in my face, yeah. Is that wrong? Shit. If only I'd have spoken to you earlier. What, now? The kids are playing with it, yeah.
This next round is called Phone In. I'll play the host of a radio phone-in programme, interviewing a top guest in the week's news, played by Frankie, whilst the other performers will play different characters ringing in with searching questions, OK? Welcome back to the show. I'm delighted to welcome my special guest, John Prescott.
Hello, Dara.
Good to have you here, John, with us. John, Mr. Prescott, of course, you've had a busy summer. How did they find out about your affair, by the way?
Well, basically, the woman I was shagging ended up being the flattest woman in Britain. So the newspapers just rang round hospitals asking for women who'd been admitted, claiming that a piano fell on them.
We're going to move over to line 3 there.
Oh, I'm line 3, am I?
Hello, Collie.
Mr. Prescott, good to talk to you again. Now, when Tony Blair retires, he's going to be lecturing the world, making a fortune. When Gordon Brown stops being Chancellor, he'll get directorships in the city. What are you going to do when you give up politics?
Well, I resent your tone, to be quite honest. I mean, I'm a man of many achievements. For example, I'm a 25-stone man who's managed to shag a woman on a desk and not break it.
It's funny you should say all of that.
I've got vicious pins and needles. I genuinely have. Oh, God, I'm in genuinely real trouble.
Thank God you're not in Romania. There wouldn't be a doctor for miles. This is the sort of British sportsman we've come to expect.
Really helped me leg.
So, Russell...
You're the youngest, Russell.
You're like 10, 15 years fitter than any of us here, and you're the one whose legs have both fallen asleep from sitting in a chair.
Miss Fat Ankle 2006.
Our next round is called If This Is the Answer, What is the Question? On the board are 6 categories. David, which category would you like?
Science.
OK, your category is science. The answer is serious, risky and heroic. What is the question?
What is telling farmers, you know, it could be worse?
Is it what are Snap, Crackle and Pop's DJ names?
How have people described my recent sex tour of Nigeria?
Very well reviewed in The Spectator.
How would you describe standing in between Judy Finnegan and a free bar?
Is it what are the 3 speed settings on the world's most powerful vibrator?
And you know what the correct answer is?
Or is it about the Russian submarine that's attempted to claim the North Pole?
It's exactly what it is. Well done, Frankie. Congratulations. The first subject is exam questions that were rejected.
A lot of people say that the exams are too easy. Is the answer A, yes? Or B, David Beckham?
With illustrations, describe the Prophet Muhammad.
A Virgin train is travelling at 120 miles per hour between London and Manchester. What time will it be cancelled?
Do you think kids spend too much time with their PlayStation?
Answer cross, triangle, circle or square.
Tick the box A, B or C to receive the grade A, B or C.
Sex education practical. Report to me in the stationery cupboard.
If I add 1/8 to 1/16, how stoned will I be?
Now we play a game called What on Earth? You're thinking at home, wow, I haven't seen this game before. That's because we never fucking broadcast it. Now we've an exciting new round called Ask the Panel, which ordinary members of ask a question about something in the news this week. Can we have our first question, please? Who wants to come with a question? That gentleman there, please.
Do any of you smoke, and if so, how have you been dealing with the smoking ban?
No, very easily.
I don't smoke, but apparently the big problem with the smoking ban is BO in nightclubs. And I've thought it through, just put Nicorette patches under both armpits. 2 birds, 1 stone. Also, if they need to put a new smell into nightclubs, you've got to select something that everyone likes. Bacon. Those are my ideas.
I did enjoy Charles Kennedy getting done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you obviously knew the dangers of smoking, not so aware of the dangers of sticking your head out of a train going at 125 miles an hour.
I thought Charles Kennedy probably wasn't even smoking. It's probably like just the alcohol in his breath spontaneously combusted. He's probably like a baby dragon at this stage.
I saw something that's great the other day. There was a bloke outside a pub and he had a cagoule on, right? And he was just absolutely slashing it down. Just smoking like that, like a nicotine-obsessed condom. It was fantastic. You'd think he'd probably just quit at that stage.
That's a really good look for you, by the way.
Thanks so much.
Do more stuff like that.
Well, if most people did this, the world would be a happier place. Very difficult. It's very difficult to take something seriously.
Are you talking about...
I want a divorce.
I would probably get it, actually.
Yeah. How has Blue Peter managed to upset the Tories this week?
Have they changed their name to Red Peter?
They have not.
Have they not?
No, they have not. No.
Is Connie Huck?
It is Connie Huck, yes.
Does she hate him? I don't know.
Does she hate him? No.
Yeah, I tell you who doesn't hate Connie Huck, hey, Dara?
She's a good girl.
Hang on.
Don't mess with the hook.
What does that mean? Do you fancy her?
He dresses up as I've seen him do it. He dresses up as I've seen him.
Kids TV kind of thing, and I quite like... she's getting dissed at the moment.
Then.
Yeah.
I'm just saying she's...
He loves her, he loves her.
And, no,
Look at him squirm.
Have you ever met her, Dara?
I've never met her. No.
Would you like
to meet
Clearly
her, Dara?
not
Would you
going
like
to
to
happen
sidle
now.
up to her and say, here's something I made earlier?
Dara, does your wife watch this?
Yeah, but she doesn't watch Blue Peter, so I'm all right.
Sticky back plastic.
That actually is just a Blue Peter term. It had no actual gag there. So, no, it's very good. So you might have just said, shut the dog at that stage. Welcome to Mock the Week. I'm Dara Breen. Give a big welcome to the people... fucking hell. I'm sorry.
It's going to be the best one ever.
The first 5 seconds were brilliant.
Oh, lovely.
I'm sorry.
This organisation does not tolerate failure, Mr.
OK, the first subject is national identity. Who wants to come in on that? Russell.
I need a piss.
OK, I'll just give the title again so you can pop it up on screen. Excuse me. Sorry.
I'm a little bored today. I think I may sing the news to you. Oh,
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Which point we usually ask you if you could now walk like a raptor.
Should I walk like a raptor?
Go on, for those who haven't been here before.
This is an announcement to any passengers awaiting the 10 o'clock train to Edinburgh, calling at Peterborough, Doncaster, Darlington, York, Grantham, Northgate, Peterborough. Fuck, I fucked that up. It was going to be so funny as well. Oh, it was funny.
What do you think the punishment for queue jumping should be? Do you think A, death, B, deportation, or C, that twat with a buzzer keeps on putting it in the wrong fucking place?
You're just funny. To me, you're funny right from the start, OK? Sorry, Russell, do you want to walk back in the
It's
walk
fine.
again?
It's not going to be very good, anyway.
In the week that Osama bin Laden released... for fuck's sake!
More of that later. Mock the week.
I foiled him by throwing a banana at him.
Who throws a banana at somebody? Next topic is what you didn't hear at Live Earth.
Live Earth, sponsored by Powergen.
Go home, it's too late, there's nothing we can do!
Yeah, just keep the car running. I'm only doing 20 minutes.
We've managed to power this whole event just by burning orangutans.
The next topic is unlikely letters to be read out on points of view.
Why, oh why is the structure of my chromosomes?
Dear BBC, I watched a light entertainment programme on your network the other night that wasn't hosted by Graham Norton. Is he ill?
Dear BBC, how did you manage to get those hippos to swim in a circle?
Dear BBC, I am a Nigerian general with £30 million to put in your bank account.
Last night, I turned on to your new porn channel, See Boobies.
Dear Points of View, I would like to complain about the weird voice you're reading out my letter in.